Hey, what's up, guys? I hope everyone out there is doing well. My name is Mike, and it's time for us to get into another music reaction. So, guys, we are back to Tears for Fears. I know it's been a little bit since I got to listen to them. I did mention in one of the past videos that I was going to do a reaction to Sowing the Seeds of Love, and not yet. We're going to hit this last one here. This is for a guy on the channel who's been floating around ever since I started doing reaction videos. His name is Kevin. This is for you, Kevin. This is Master Plan, another one from Tipping Point. So if you see this video here, we're not going to be doing this one because I see that graphic. It's going to make me sick or something. I just have a feeling. So we're going to be checking out this one posted by the channel Music Box. It's a lyric video. So yeah. Now, I looked into the lyrics on this one and I didn't find anything as far as actual insight from Tears for Fears, but just going off my instinct on this, I feel like it's about a relationship. Now, this is genius.com, and there's two parts of the song here that people have put input on, and it kind of speaks on that too. But my main instinct on thinking that is just because the beginning verse of this kind of sounds like a relationship starting to get heavy, talking about they were making love. And here's one cool thing. I'm sorry I'm getting kind of sidetracked here and bringing this up, but one of the lyrics is lost between the Beatles and the Stones, and the very first word of the song is a Beatles song, so that's kind of cool. Yesterday. So yeah, it just kind of, my interpretation of this is when you're in love with someone, you become part of their master plan, and you kind of will do anything for that person. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. Now, I think in the back half of the lyrics, it's kind of speaking about how someone can be controlling, maybe, and you wish it wasn't like that, but you're not leaving either because you love that person. That's your it's almost like that's your God now. I think it even says something about that, but maybe it doesn't say that. Maybe I saw that in one of the explanations. But yeah, it's almost like, oh yeah, here it is. Tell me things that God alone should know. It's almost like that person is God because you love him so much you do anything for him. So anyway, I think we're ready to dig in on this one. Here's Tears for Fears, Master Plan. Oh, by the way, actually this shouldn't get blocked for visual content. This is some lyric video. Here we go, sorry.
Yesterday, all the lights were shining on the love we made. Out of sight was out of mind, a dream away. Lost between the Beatles and the Stones. You got me now, you got me so believing in your master plan. You walk me through my future like some Superman. Tell me things that God alone should know. Well, that's okay.
Ooh.
Hear me now, 'cause things ain't working out. If my soul be dead,
I like that piano.
it's all part of the master plan. Fade away.
Okay, hold on. All right, let's just talk about this a little bit before we get to the end and I forget my thoughts. A little commentary stop here. At first, I was thinking this sounds weird with that beat, the drum beat being in this, because I can kind of picture how this would sound with no drums at all, just the piano and him singing and some of those atmospheric keyboard effects they're doing there. But the more that it went on, the more I appreciated it. I was like, feels like it doesn't fit with that beat, but it's almost genius to have that beat in there with that, because it sounds like a more I don't know how to describe this, like an older school song with all the music except for that beat, and to add it in is, I don't know. I don't know if this is making sense, but it just seems genius now that I think about it. It sounds beautiful and very spacey, dreamlike almost, you know? And it's kind of funny because that's what the first verse was kind of the vibe I was getting from it. You know, it was talking about we just made love and now we're lost between the Beatles and the Stones. And it's almost like you're in this like dreamy, like dream world. You know what I mean? And that's what this music sounds like so far. Let's keep going, man.
Fade away, walk around in circles.
Okay, see, this is what I was saying I imagined the song would sound like with no drums. You know what I mean?
Walk around in circles as the fire escapes. We sorrow undivided by the love of gold.
Ooh, this little stutter on the
When
keyboard.
nothing is so pure it can be sold. Believe me now. Believe me when I tell you there's another way. The sun will rise tomorrow on your world of pain. If only you would
like that
let you feel it show.
melody on the keyboard in the background.
Well, that's okay. Hear me now. 'Cause things ain't working out.
Very beautiful chorus, man.
If my soul be dead, it's all part of the master plan. Walk away, but no, I'm here to stay.
This is a very beautiful chorus.
It's not who I am. It's just part of the master plan. You need a lot of rage to get by these days. You need a lot of faith to reach the sun.
Dude, nice drum fills in this one.
I feel
Oh, it's beautiful.
it's not who I am. It's just part of the master plan. I feel
Oh, the falsettos, man.
if my soul be dead, it's all part of the master plan.
This song is so different. What the hell? Dude, tell me. Okay, we're gonna have to go to the other one. Oh, man. Hold on.
To reach the sun, it's just part of the master plan. I feel
What the hell is up with that other ending, man?
if my soul be dead, it's all part of the master plan.
Why did the other version cut this part out? The other video, I should say. Sorry about that, guys. That was kind of ridiculous. Man, that kind of killed the vibe for me, but what a beautiful song this was, man. Tears for Fears, Master Plan. Yeah, the lengths I went to try to not stare at this thing spinning. I should have just sucked it up, man. But I would know, you know? Anyway, wow, this was such a different song. This one, I can't put a pin on it. I can't, like this. It's like it's its own genre or something, man. This was a very beautiful song. The composition in this one, excellent. I couldn't put, like I said, I can't put a pin on what exactly I would call this, but it was a very beautiful song. Anthemic, not almost, sad in moments, but also, I don't know, the music sounds hopeful. Very dreamlike, just with all the keyboard effects that were used and settings on their keyboard. The singing was absolutely beautiful, especially the falsettos. What an anthemic song, and it's kind of like I can't put a pin on not only what kind of genre I would call this specific song, but the meaning also. I'm not sure on the meaning. Like I said, I told you guys my instincts on it, but I feel like I'm missing something. But wow, what a beautiful song. The part in the verses where I said, forgive me about saying the drums don't really fit, because now in retrospect, I completely love everything about this. And that's one of the things that makes me not be able to, pin this song down. So many things that were just kind of unexpected, or just, I don't know why the things in this song fit, but they do. It's like, this exists. I don't know why it does exist, but I'm glad it does. And what a great sounding song, man. Very beautiful. And, everything I've heard off the Tipping Point, everything is just a little bit different than the last song I've heard. So, then the song I've heard before, every time I do a new one, it's always different, is what I'm trying to say. Wow, once I get finished with this album, I'd like to just take stock on my thoughts of everything on this album and see how different each song is, because I'm getting that vibe that this is a very my lack of words here, a varied album with all kinds of different sounds in it. And that's just masterclass songwriting. I hope that made sense, guys. I feel like I'm so at a loss on how to describe this song that I might not be making sense, so sorry if that's the case. But anyway, let me wrap this one up. What a beautiful song, man. If you guys have any other Tears for Fears songs you want me to check out, I know you guys have a couple too that I need to get around to, but it's been several months since I've done reactions and consistently, and I'm just kind of out of the loop a little bit, so feel free to remind me if you've made requests. If you're still here in this video, thank you for taking the time out of your day to enjoy some beautiful music with me. And if you have any other artists you want me to check out, put them in the comments too. Last thing, Kevin, if you're still watching this, I know I owe you some other requests. Robert Palmer is, I think, who you want the most. I'll get there, man. But yeah, all right, guys. Thank you. We'll see you guys in the next one.